got too much to lose. Can't walk in my shoes if I paid you to. My mind's a clue, the streets I run it. My eyes are filled, pain and chronic. The streets they raised me, Thurgood made me. Palisade and Hart Street, William Street, Farley Valve, Bigger Step, Howard Street, South Star, Cypher, Kingwood, and
Learn it, people. Learn it, people. Learn it, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Once again, today's date, April 20, 2020, 420. You know what that means? International Weed Day. You know? A lot of pot smoking going on, I know. I'm a former pot smoker. I don't indulge no longer, but smoke it if you got it. This day in particular is interesting to me because I have said some things in the past that I've seen forthcoming. I'm going to bring that up right now. I posted them on my Facebook page. Shout out to the FG group, Freely Giving. Been rocking with me. This report right here is what we're going to talk about. CNN report. If I can pull it up. Anybody else been having a little trouble with your internet? Seems like that might be a step in the future there. Seems like more and more, the days that we are off, I'm seeing like I'm coming in more and more trouble with logging into things and computers moving slower and slower every day. Eventually, won't be surprised they shut certain things down as far as computer is concerned. Internet, social medias, too much free information going on out here. It's a lot of bad information, but it's a lot of good solid info going on. Well, since I'm not going to be able to show you the exact proof, it don't look like. What I was going to was a post that I made. I think it might have been April 3rd. I think it was April 3rd. This won't take up too much time. If you haven't already, go subscribe to my Freely Giving channel. That's 4REELYGI3N. Freely Giving, for really giving. Let's try this. Oh man, there's a lot going on, man. I want to get into a report also about the stimulus. That'll be another video. Get into that next video. I'm trying to make these videos as short as I can, but at the same time give you something. That look like I'm gonna have to go another route. Okay, I'm gonna have to go another route because Facebook don't want to work with me. But anyway, I was gonna show you some proof that what I'm saying, I'm not just talking and blowing smoke. I'm using the code that they use to tell you things that are gonna happen in the near future. All right, let's look at this. CNN. Experts say it may be time for grocery stores to ban customers from coming inside because of COVID-19. Now, in this report, they make the case that a lot of the grocery store workers are getting infected by the customers that come in. So they want to do, and what they propose is pickups, deliveries, things of that nature. And I'll show you how it's going to impact, a little bit of how it's going to impact and what the end game ultimately is. It says CNN New York CNN business, dozens of grocery store workers have died from coronavirus despite mass temperature checks and capacity restrictions to keep them safe. So far, supermarkets have resisted the draconian policy banning customers from coming inside. That's an interesting word. I don't think I really went over that when I read this the first time. Let's see what that is in the cipher. However, worker experts, union leaders, and small grocery store owners believe it has become too dangerous to let customers browse aisles. Coming in close range with workers, grocery stores are still flooded with customers. Experts say it's time for large chains to go dark to the public and convert to curbside pickup, home delivery for food, and other essential goods. So they're calling the customers careless. Careless customers are probably the biggest threat to workers right now, according to Mark Patron, president of the United Food and Commercial Workers Union. The union says that 85% of its grocery store member workers report that customers are not practicing social distancing in stores. So let's go up here and let's see this. I'll remember today is the kill day, 44, 64, 28. Look out for that. What I mean by that is the date numerology. 420, 44, 64, 28. Also equal to kill. Usually kill a celebrity on this particular day according to their code. So, and it's not something that I'm guessing. It's something that I know. They do this every time, like clockwork. 78 and 84. 78 and 84. I don't think I have anything for those two numbers, but I know some of you experts out there do. Oh, 84 is Jesuits. That's right. United States of America is 84. Colony is 84. To Twilight Zone is 84. Zionism is 84. So that's interesting. Now, 78 is New York. And this happens to be a story from, guess what? New York. Draconian policy. Let's look at that. Let's look that up. Draconian policy. What is draconian policy? Of laws of their application excessively harsh and severe. Relating to a characteristic, of Draco. That's Athenian law. Draco. Okay. I see what you're doing with that. Draconian policy. But let's go back and I'm gonna pull exact quotes. I want to pull this right here beside. Banning customers from coming inside. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Let's try this again. That's 367. That is important because 367 It's the 73rd prime. 73. When you look for 73, things you get is, or rather, World War III. 73. Okay? Sacrifice. 73. Also 46 like virus. 62 like dollar. Okay? This is a form of brainwashing. Brainwashing is 73. And also 62 like dollar. Why? How is this a form of brainwashing? Well, if they can get you dependent and not independent, if they can get you dependent on them doing everything like we almost already are, that doesn't bode well for us. See, back 200 years ago, even probably less than that, if you didn't grow it, you didn't eat it, or you traded for it. So, times are gone where you actually had land that you grew and raised up animals. So we're so dependent on this government. So whatever they particularly say do when it comes to food, we have to go by those standards or don't eat for the most part. Most of us. So that's the harsh reality of that what we live in today. Another word they used was dark. Talking about going dark. What do you see when you see that word? You see a set of numbers that you see on everything. 74. 74 like occult, like killing, like gematria is 74. He called the customers careless. Careless customers. It's 62. See that? Like dollar. Like Faustian bargain. Faustian bargain is 62. If you don't know what that is, look that up. Also, with this careless customs, it's 109. 109 is the 29th prime. See this? 29th prime. You know what else equals 29? Jewish equals 29. And it's also 74. And I won't get into that, what the 88 means. That's the Trump number. Weapon is also 74 and 29. See how that correlates? And this could potentially be a weapon. It has the 88 as well. 25 like judge. This could be weaponized. I'm going to tell you how. Let's say, okay, you ordering your food. Who's to say and who's over the fact that somebody can't slip a little something in your food to make you have a heart attack, like arsenic? It's got that 33 gematria. It's dangerous times we live in. Another thing that correlates with that 109. The big wig. 109 to 29th prime. 29. Amazon. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to monopolize this. Because, right now they are the delivering gurus of all that is to be delivered. They rank as top dogs. And it's also 70, like coronavirus. Coronavirus is 70. So I'm not surprised. This essentially is a new world order. 29. 109 to 29th prime. 29 like NWO. And this comes in on a master number day, 11. Today is 111, the 111th day of the year. Whole Foods is one of the things that the article talks about. Whole Foods is 50 like America. America's 50. American is what they trying to do to us. Kill. American is 64. Like kill. 64. That's essentially what they want to do to us. It's kill us. If we read on this report, it says anything that reduces the need for interaction with public and allows for greater physical distancing will ultimately better protect grocery store workers or grocery workers, says John Logan, professor and director of labor and employment studies at San Francisco State University. Let's look up him. See where numbers are. 42, like the day numerology. See that? There's and 39, like secrecy. There's no 96 is knowledge. Knowledge is 96. See that? So John, or what is his name? Logan, whatever his name is. Was it John? Yeah, John Logan. Come on, cuz, John Logan. Last name Logan like mine. And they overlap. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they overlap. See they overlap? Knowledge and John Logan overlap. 96, 42, 147, and 39. He is the guru right now of what is said to be the expert. What is said to be about this contrived fiasco called Groceries. When you take that and put that into the cipher, let's see, word for word. Labor and Employment Studies at San Francisco State University equals 222, like Wuhan coronavirus is 222. Like order out of chaos is 222. What else I said? Wuhan coronavirus. Also 222. Oh man. Let me see. Let's try something else. We're going to take out that at San Francisco State University, Labor and Employment Studies. There's 373 looks familiar. And I think, I'm pretty sure 373 is the 74th prime. Yes, 373 is the 74th prime number. If you don't know what a prime number is, it's divisors of 1 and itself. Meaning 1 goes into 373 times 373. That's the only two things that you can divide into 373. And that is important because they love to use prime numbers to contrive their news and to make their moves. 74, that's a number that you're going to always see. If you don't ever look for numbers, say you don't believe this. If you just look for 47 and 74, you see that on everything. Everything. Gematria is 74. English, 74. What else? I got a bunch of them. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but like I said, I always have my little. Oh, forgot this one. Cult, 74. Essentially, killing is what they're going to be doing. 74. Let's take another piece of that San Francisco and take the backside of that. It's 349. I recognize that. 349 is the 70th prime. 70th prime number. Remember, coronavirus. What this whole thing is about is 70. So, moving forward, I can see in the next 10 or so days, they're moving us pretty fast. Next 10 or so days, they probably will implement this and start doing this. Look at this. Said 9,600 people a day on average in a 4,200 square foot. Come on now, 42. 42, like 4-2, 4th month, 20th day, 4-2. Y'all got to see this, man. You got to see this. And I can plug in. I can go on and plug in a numerous amount of sayings and quotes in this. And I can see the good in them doing this, but I also see the flip side. I try to see the silver lining about everything, but I see both sides. I see how you can really harm some people, but really do some people some good. Because, a lot of people can't get out and get about, and they probably are really doing this as it is. So it's probably not going to affect a bunch of people. But when you have a person like me, say, for instance, I like to go in and look at my stuff and see that it's right. I don't want to just order grapes. Oh, yeah, I need a bunch of grapes. I don't want you to just bring me the grapes. I want to look at the grapes, make sure the grapes are right. Might eat 3 or 4 of them. That's how we do. Might eat 3 or 4 of them and then, don't want them. You can say, nah, these ain't that good. So, I can see how, it can go bad either way. But it's not going to be any resistance on it. I know that, because the resistance, well, if you resist it, you're not going to eat, basically. You're not going to eat. They gave us all this money, but they failed to tell y'all. They gave you a stimulus package, $1,200 a person, $500 per kid, and they're rolling out a new stimulus that will prevent you from paying rent for a year, and I'm going to talk about that in my next video. But they failed to tell you the fact that you can't eat dollars and cents. That money from the tree that they made it, you can't eat that. You still have to go out here and buy food and have food. So, this is a contrived agenda. I'm giving you the code. I'm telling you what's going to happen before it basically happens. And if you go back and check, about 99 days into this is when the stories about grocery stores start coming about. 99 days into the year, this is when you start seeing the grocery stores come about. Grocery is 46 like virus. See that? Well, this information, as always, do what you like with it, because essentially it's freely given.